G'day guys, today I'm going to show you how to draw Calamity from Fortnite. Make sure you watch the whole video because as always, I've got a lot of tips for you today. You're going to need a pencil, paper, an eraser, and a Sharpie to go over your sketch with. Let's go! Let's get started. But first, if you want to learn the fast and easy way, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. Let's begin! Now to start off with very gently, let's draw the shape of a balloon with your pencil. So very gentle strokes, because we're going to rub this out later. This is just a guideline that we're drawing at the moment. So just draw a balloon. This is going to be the head, okay? We're going to draw everything based on where we draw this balloon. So make sure you leave lots of room in your piece of paper. I'm just drawing a line down the middle so that I know where the halfway point is. Again, it's just something I'm going to rub out in a moment. So let's start with the hat. We can draw a line, a curved line that comes across the head. Now I'm going to draw it at a slight tilt, but you can draw it straight across if you want. You can draw the hat in any kind of position you like. It might be a bit easier to draw it straight across. And when you reach the edge of the hat, because it's a cowboy hat, it curves up at the end and comes down. Don't go all the way to your guideline, because you might as well take this chance to draw the rest of the hat and the hair underneath it. So around here, I'm going to draw the hat, the top of the hat. It goes up, and it just comes down towards the middle a bit, but goes back out again, and then down to just outside the head. And now continuing on from the lines we finished here, we're actually going to continue down and draw the hair. So the hair is really kind of wavy. It comes out quite a lot, and then back in some, and then flicks out at the end. I'm going to draw a few spikes going on here. Okay, you can get a little bit imaginative with that if you like, and we're going to try and do it on the other side too. So again, coming from the line that we drew with the hat, the top of the hat I should say, we draw a line that goes out, comes in, and then curls out like that. And I'm just going to put some frizz in again. Okay, and just going to finish near the chin, okay, so around these areas here. Now I'm going to draw the, I forgot what it's called, but the little ribbon around the hat, let's call it that. That just goes there, okay. Now don't worry about all these guidelines being left in. We're going to rub them out quite soon with once we go over it with a pen. Let's just draw the fringe of the hair. There's just a curve that comes out like this across the front of the face on each side. Okay, and it makes the hair look more 3D if you do that. So we're going to move on to the eyes. So just here, near where those lines meet, we're going to draw the bottom of her left eye, and I'm going to draw the bottom of her other eye. And then with each one, it might go behind the hair a little bit. That's fine if it does. We're just going to draw a curve that goes up on each side. Just like that. And then the pupils will go just inside here. Okay, it's quite a tricky shape, but with practice you'll get that just right. To finish off the head, I'm just going to draw a small curve for the nose. A small diagonal curve like that one. And I'm going to give her a little bit of a cheeky smile. So a smile that kind of goes down and then up again, like this. I'm just going to draw a little curve underneath for her bottom lip, and then the top lip just above that. It's like an M shape, M for mother. Okay, so it just gives her some nice lips. Let's move on to the neck. The neck is quite thin and just curves in slightly underneath her. Now, to give us a guide for the rest of the body, I'm going to draw a line that goes straight down like this. I'm going to draw a line across it when I get to about that sort of length, equal length with the head, equally as tall as the head I should say, and then continue on a bit more, and then draw another line. Okay? So maybe you can see with the sketch I prepared underneath where this is going to meet. This is the waist, and this is where the feet are going to go. So using this guideline we can start to draw the torso. So coming away from where we finished drawing the neck, I'm just going to start to draw her chest. So we're going to curve out, and then in just a bit, finish there, and then just draw one more curving line to where we drew this line in the middle, okay? And again, we're going to do the same for the other side. It's great practice doing it kind of like a mirror image of what you did before. Nice symmetrical drawing. So curving, and then finishing at this sort of gentle line that we drew here. Now, just here, where the neck meets the shoulder, I'm going to draw a V shape. And the middle of that V shape is going to be here, okay? That's the middle of the guideline. Now let's get these arms out of the way. So just continuing on from the shoulder, you'll notice a lot of lines continue from lines we've already drawn. I'm going to draw just a curve that comes down, stop there for now, and then another curve that comes down, so we get a nice tube shape for the arm. I'm going to do the same for the other side. This curve comes down, and this curve comes down. If I'm going too fast, don't worry. I've drawn a lot in my life, so I probably do go a bit too fast. But don't worry if I'm going too fast. You can just slow down the video. You can pause the video. So right now I'm just drawing some curves for the thumbs, and now continuing on from where I drew those thumbs, I'm just going to draw 3 short, thick sausages for the fingers. Try and get them as even in shape as possible, and make sure it joins up with the other part of the arm that you drew. So I'll just demonstrate on this side. 1, 2, and 3. Again, at the moment we're working with a pencil, so you're going to rub out anything you don't like in a moment anyway. So underneath the guideline we drew before, we're going to draw a line that curves down just a little bit, and that's her waist. There's going to be a belly button here, right in the middle. Okay, hopefully you can see that there, just circled it for you. And now another line coming across, but this time, once we get here, be careful, because the belt buckle is actually on the side and it's very round. So once you get to here, let's draw the belt buckle in now. Okay, it's like an oval shape. And then we'll draw in the rest of the belt, just a short line meeting her waist there. And now for the rest of the legs. So we're going on from the waist, we're just going to go down here, and she's wearing torn shorts, denim shorts. So make sure you get that ripped effect there by drawing some zigzags. Then come up to the middle, we'll just draw a line across to join the legs, and then come down again. And this is where your guideline, this big middle one here, comes in handy, because it kind of gives you an idea of how symmetrical your drawing is. So it should look the same on each side when you look at it through a mirror. So again, I'm just drawing those ripped edges on her jeans, and continuing up. Try and get it to stick out a bit. She is a cowgirl as far as I'm aware, so this is the kind of pose that's ideal for her. Now I'm just going to draw legs coming out from under the rips, the rips in her jeans. On that side and on this side, making them curve in a little bit as they come towards the knee, as you can see here. And now I'm going to start drawing her boots, but first I'm just going to very lightly just draw a very gentle line down like this. I'm not going to draw the boots just yet. This is just so I can make sure I get the shape right. So just a wedge shape there for the foot, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Let me just tidy that up a little bit. So remember, this is very gentle strokes with your pencil, because we're going to go over this with a Sharpie in a minute when we like the lines we've drawn. So these are just guidelines at the moment. And then from the knee up to the back of the knee on this side, and again on the other side, from the knee to the back of the knee on the other side. Now, she's wearing like a belt over her shoe, so let's draw a circle here, and a circle here. Then there's a strap going over her foot here, and again the same on the other side. Now we can just draw a line joining across there, and a line joining across there, and just draw in the rest of the heel, and go to the end of her foot. Just kind of go over the line again, because we've got the shape right with that kind of wedge shape for the foot, but we can just kind of make the calf a little bit thicker because she's wearing a boot, right? So I'm just going to add a little bit of a soft line there, and I'll remember to go over that when I go over it with ink later. There's a wing-like pattern on her boots, so let's draw that in now. It's very curvy and spiky. It looks a little something like that, okay? So it's almost like an E as well, isn't it? Or a 3, depending on which side you look at it. So again, just a curve that goes up, and it's symmetrical. It looks the opposite on each side. Now I'm just going to rub away some of these guidelines so it looks a bit cleaner, but we're pretty much done here. She has a waistband, not a waistband, more like just kind of an armband here. You might want to draw in some wrinkles for it. And then finally she has a bandage around her thigh here. Okay, so just try and draw it curvy around the thigh, like try and imagine the thigh as a 3D shape. And we're just going to draw some curves in, and maybe some straps coming away like this. And there we go, we have a finished sketch of Calamity. I'm going to go over this with a pen. You should do the same, and let's see how our results turn out. Go over the lines that you want to keep with a Sharpie, and then when it's dry, rub out the pencil markings, and you should end up with something a little like this. If you want to continue to learn to draw the quick and easy way, then subscribe to make sure you never miss a tutorial. Have you got any suggestions? Leave me a comment below if there's something you'd like me to teach you to draw. In the meantime, click the card in the corner now for a tutorial on how to draw Bonesy from Fortnite. Bye for now.